When I perform at dinner parties, I always start with visual magic to really capture the imagination and the attention of everybody and start to build a deep rapport. Then, about halfway through, I move my performance to the mind reading, mentalism, suggestion and influence, cold reading, the hypnosis areas of my performance. One of the ways that I bridge the gap between the visual and the mind reading is with this following effect: ambitious belief. It's an ambitious card trick, but a presentation that you've never seen before. It's nothing flashy, there's only 3 moves, but what it does is it has people question their beliefs, which is perfect for leading them into the mind-reading areas of the performance. It's not for every situation, and it's certainly not for everybody. This is my first video blog. I hope you enjoy it. So in the time-honoured tradition, I will have a card selected and signed. Then I will go on to tell my audience that the traditional thing a magician will do is to then place the card into the middle of the deck. At least this is the belief the magician wishes you to have, because the reality is that the card never really left the top of the deck. Now the illusion the magician creates is very convincing. The card genuinely looks, and this is Jessica's card, like it goes in the middle. And all of these cards can even be placed into the middle of the rest of the deck. And so the belief that the card is buried somewhere deep in the middle and just by the simple snap of the fingers jumps to the top is the belief the magician creates, because the reality you now believe is that the card is always on the top. It never goes anywhere. It just looks like it goes into the middle of the deck. But the reality is, of course, it doesn't go into the middle of the deck. It couldn't. Not really. And so the magician may do a snap of his hands, a little flourish of some kind, some magic dust as the reason, the magic, the excuse that the card jumps to the top, but of course you know the card is always on the top because it never was in the middle. It just looks like it goes in the middle of the pack. But you know this is just the illusion. This is just the magic, the belief the magician wishes you to have. And the reality, oops. And of course you then believe that was an accident, until you realise I have just one single playing card in my hand, which of course you now believe to be. Until I refuse to show you, and then your belief is challenged once again, and you no longer believe. That is the selected, signed card.